Welcome, Aisha. Thank you for doing this interview to let the church know what you're doing with the children's ministry in this time where we're quarantining and we can't meet in person. So I want to thank you for giving me your time. And could you tell the church what you have going on, the things that you're doing with the youth ministry?
Well, right now we have some exciting games going on through an app called Zoom. Last week we did have our first Zoom meeting where we played a scavenger hunt, which I read the scripture and the kids had to guess what they were supposed to find. So we talked about cleaning or wiping or having a clean slate. And so the kids had to run through their house and find a roll of toilet paper. So they had a lot of fun doing that. I think the parents kind of they had fun too watching their kids run back and forth getting items. So that's what we did last week. We're going to continue that. Also, we have an exciting game coming up of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Where the kids are going to try and beat our very first contestant, which is Pastor Scott, you, in a game of Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? And then we also have some other things coming up where we're going to be meeting through Zoom every other week. We're going to start with that. And this can include lunchtime with me or a special guest and some other fun activities. We're adjusting to be able to still hang out and communicate with each other.
Well, good. And I know that you have been doing the children's Sunday school that we're showing after the worship, and that has really gone over well.
Okay.
And it's very much appreciated.
Yes, I definitely love getting the pictures that the parents are sending me in of their kids' artwork and the things they've been working on and them watching the service. So it's been good.
Yeah. We've had a lot of change because we can't meet in person and you talked about what you're doing. What are your frustrations? What are the things that you've noticed are maybe not going as well?
Well, I personally, I do a lot better when there is a classroom full of kids sitting in front of me. They could easily relate to them. When I see them nod their head or, just their eyes get wide and their mouth gets big, I know I'm hitting a certain spot for them. And so I get to play off of that. But something like doing a Sunday school lesson where it's me talking into a camera, I don't necessarily have that feedback right in front of me. So it's just been frustrating trying to cater my lessons to each individual child when they're not in front of me.
In all of this, there's a lot of creativity. We've seen that across the board, not only in our church, but in other settings. And so are there any things that you're doing now in this time when we can't meet, that you might keep, that you might continue to do following the time that we're, alone or where we're isolated?
Well, the kids and I really seem to enjoy hanging out on Zoom together. They get to show me things like their stuffed animal snake. I get to see things like that, and they get to tell me, oh yeah, this is my dog, and things they can't normally bring to church, they get to show me through camera. So that, I think I would like to still keep that aspect of it and still be able to hang out with them in their home.
Okay. Well, I think this is all good. I think what we've got going now is we're meeting the needs, and I really want to compliment you and all the things that you and your team have developed, so that we can keep connected to the kids. And so keep up the good work, and thank you so much for all that you've done with all of them. So keep up the good work. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks again.
No problem.